So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. So straight into the action. And here's Rashford. And that was very necessary. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Sonny! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, Sane! Spectacular from Sane! A finish of true class! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a good run down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Sané.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through, and this is Sané. Zanetti opts to play it, tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi, and Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rashford. Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found the way through. It's Neymar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Sagantosu very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Passes coming off in quick succession here. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Good read, needed to be. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Rui Costa. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Sagantosu leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Driven in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, no. No real chance!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Sagantosu have it back and can go again. Now it's Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Neymar. Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space. Sané. McAllister, played back. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a sharp pass. That has been slung wide. Rice. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass. Rui Costa! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. And this is Sané. Crossed in. Terrific effort! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Sagantosu are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti. Now that looks a decent ball. Sane has it out wide and in space. And it's McAllister. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Sagantosu looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Rui Costa gets into a good position. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Zanetti. He's on it. Can he get up? Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Sané actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Sagantosu can't breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be met.
And there's the shot! It's hit the crossbar. That's really well cleared. Van Belt. Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Ronaldinho. He is through here. It's Ronaldinho! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. And now a sudden chance to counter. Almost an hour gone. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. And he plays one through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Sagan Tosu have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Drogba. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Neymar. Now it's Drogba. And this is Ronaldinho. Zanetti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's McAllister. Now this could be a chance. In it comes.
Substituição em andamento.
So, third corner of the game. Khan claims comfortably. Santos have the chance to go the other way. And it's Bellingham. And here's Boyan. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And this is Drogba. Totti. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, well played, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kimmich. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Zanetti. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. This is Dembele. He's having a shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to...
Here's a chance! And the keeper read that really well. Now it's Neymar. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared away. Neymar. Totti. 2 minutes to be added on. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Neymar going forward. Baresi wins. That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched... Takes a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Now it's Yamal. Gets a good foot in there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And a chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Corinthians are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's
Real chance! Corinthians with the corner, their first. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great position here. Now it's Totti. He is through here. Lovely feet. Space for him to turn and look. Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. And here's Elise. And he was alert to it. Sagan Tosu are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Knocks it into space. Oh, they can break here. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Zanetti drives forward on the overlap. It's a good-looking delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Quality ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Totti. Oh, he's got a side of... And the shot! And that's a good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Shevchenko. Now he's got space here. Doué in acres of space out wide. A header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's having a good look here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling...
Del Piero! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Chips it through, and this is Messi. Out of play for a throw. Just eases him off the ball. And this is Sané. Now it's Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Well read, nice interception. Turan. Belletti. McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Shevchenko. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Shot could be on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most convincing of passes. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Messi. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Sané, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Sagan Tosu are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away?
Corinthians get the ball rolling for the second period.
Number 18, Sané.
And he cuts out the supply. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's found the way through. Olise!
Substitution.
And that would have been some goal.
Olise can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Ball swung in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Sagan Tosu are looking to go forward now. Del Piero. He's found some space. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And this is Messi.
Might want to be careful there.
Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Khan claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Neymar. Corinthians needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Sagan Tosu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Yamal. Rui Costa. Tries a shot! In he goes again! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Neymar! Substitution on the field. Number 10, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 27, Bayern.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Sagantosu leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Corinthians drag themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can...
Terrific effort! He's got a goal! And they're back in front! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, well played, well played.
That's exactly...
He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. Shoots! Oh, good finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they could turn...
It's Raul! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Raul fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Towering header! And that's a real chance missed. Bojan. Maldini gets it clear. Great vision. Oh, that's clever. Oh, this is a great position. Chance for a shot! Goal! Corinthians! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to...
Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. Deftly away. And now they can clear their lines. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Bojan. Now it's Raul.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
The final 5 minutes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Stood up well to him there. Beckenbauer. Now it's Bojan. Bellingham. Zanetti. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Thuram concedes a free kick for that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Otto clears it away. And he's there to belt it away. Nice sequence of passes, this. Deep into stoppage time. David Villa providing an outlet on that flank. Goes for a shot! Now it's Raul. Bellingham. Beckenbauer. And this is Bojan. He's picked his way through. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he can thump it away. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Otto. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Sagan Tosu never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.